Friends, if we're looking for alien intelligence, we might not even need to look up at the stars, because beneath the deep ocean there lurks a creature older than dinosaurs. Their very existence is a complete challenge to Earth's evolutionary rules. This is the octopus. Imagine a creature with no bones at all, whose entire body is so soft it can squeeze into a nail-sized gap, whose mouth looks like a bird's beak, and is hidden under its tentacles. It moves not with legs, but with jet propulsion. Propulsion. Doesn't that sound like an alien monster? But that's just their bizarre exterior. What's truly terrifying is their completely illogical hardware system. What do we humans pride ourselves on? A brain centralized in the head. But octopuses are different. They take a radical distributed computing approach. For example, if the body were a company, the human brain is the dictatorial CEO. It manages every single detail. The octopus's brain, however, is more like a highly empowered chairman. It's only responsible for issuing strategic commands, like, go catch that crab. As for how to catch it, which moves first, and how much force to use, it's entirely up to its 8 arms. Research shows that an octopus's nervous system isn't concentrated in its head, but rather largely distributed to its tentacles. This means each of its arms has an independent mind. Scientists even found that after cutting off the brain connection, an octopus's arms can still perform complex reactions. These are not just limbs. These are 8 independently operating intelligent terminals. This distributed intelligence is also reflected in their terrifying sensory abilities. Each of an octopus's arms has about 200 suckers. These suckers are not just gripping tools, each one is a fingertip, nose, and tongue, the 3-in-1 super sensor. This means when an octopus touches a rock, it's not just touching it. It's simultaneously smelling and even tasting the rock. This omnidirectional information processing ability is a dimension that we humans as visual animals cannot even imagine. But what's most unscientific about octopuses is their miraculous camouflage. We all know octopuses can change color. But do you know how fast they are? A day octopus only needs 1/5 of a second. Before you can even blink, it can change its entire body color. Under its skin are 20 million chromatophores, like tens of millions of tiny pixels, directly controlled by the brain through muscles. What's even more exaggerated is that it can also change its skin texture. 1 second it's a smooth pebble, the next it can grow sharp spikes on its skin, perfectly mimicking the rough texture of coral. However, there's a huge colorblind paradox here. Scientists' dissections reveal that octopuses are actually colorblind. This is like a top painter being blind. So, how do they manage to perfectly blend into their environment? The latest research has revealed an astonishing answer. Octopuses might not need their eyes to see colors. Their skin can see light by itself. They don't just use their skin for camouflage, they also use it to sense surrounding colors. And this is more than just camouflage. This is natural stealth tech. But if you think octopuses only have this instinct, you're underestimating them. Underneath this amazing suit, there's a soul that thinks, plans, and even dreams. Let's meet this silent strategist when we talk about highly intelligent animals. We usually think of chimpanzees, dolphins, or border collies. But for a long time, there's been a prejudice in the animal kingdom: if you don't have a spine, you probably don't have a brain. However, octopuses strongly challenged this theory. They are not only smart, but also show cognitive abilities that only a few top mammals have. And that's future planning. Let's look at a small creature called the coconut octopus. Scientists found they collect discarded coconut shells or seashells. But this isn't just finding a place to hide. They'll carry the shells under their arms like suitcases awkwardly, carrying them everywhere. This is a huge leap in animal behavior. Why? Because carrying shells is tiring, and it will slow them down. This isn't good right now. They do this because they anticipate dangers in the future. This behavior of sacrificing present comfort for future needs is future planning. Scientists have even observed that when attacked by a highly aggressive mantis shrimp, octopuses quickly assemble shells into a shield. They're like Spartan gladiators of the deep sea. If using tools is considered basic, then the island octopus's performance is downright astonishing. To hunt crabs on land. This 6-month-old octopus displays the qualities of a professional killer. It doesn't charge mindlessly. Instead, it surfaces first to survey the terrain, evaluates the best attack route, then uses rocks as cover to set up an ambush. This series of complex tactical moves all comes from a completely self-taught mouse. It clearly knows what it's doing and what its prey will do. The reason octopuses evolved such formidable intelligence actually stems from a tragic fate. Because of their extremely short lifespan, often only 1 to 2 years, and they're born without parental guidance. They have no one to rely on in this brutal ocean. They must start learning frantically from the moment they're born, or they will die. Octopuses' brains can build neurons 3 times faster than humans. They even build complex multi-sensory GPS in their brains through touch and taste, constructing a 3D map. They are nature's loneliest and most diligent students. The most romantic and unsettling discovery is that octopuses might dream. Scientists have observed sleeping octopuses entering an active sleep phase. Their body colors suddenly flicker and change rapidly. Their tentacles also twitch slightly. This is very similar to human REM sleep. Researchers speculate that the octopus is reliving its daytime hunting scenes in its dreams. This helps solidify its memories. Imagine deep in the dark ocean floor, a sleeping octopus glowing with vibrant colors. Perhaps it's dreaming of a successful hunt or a thrilling escape. This proves they are not just survival machines, they possess memories and perhaps even consciousness. Since octopuses are so smart and so solitary, do they communicate with each other? Can they make friends with other species? We'll uncover the most incredible cross-species collaborations in the deep-sea world. Textbooks have long told us octopuses are ultimate loners. They are reclusive and even cannibalistic, but the latest scientific discoveries are overturning all of this. In Australian waters, scientists found algae octopuses living in high-density communities. They not only live together, but they even chat. When courting, they display patterns on their skin known as passing clouds, a complex set of color signals. Fights between males aren't just savage brawls, they're more like a strategic battle of wits, testing each other's strength. This means they've long evolved their own social language and unwritten rules. If community life is merely for survival, then a scene unfolding 2 miles deep in the ocean reveals octopuses' incredibly moving endurance. Scientists discovered a massive nursery aggregation near hydrothermal vents. Hundreds of Dorado octopus mothers quietly huddled together, utilizing geothermal heat to speed up egg incubation. These normally incompatible predators formed an astonishing peace pact. They tolerated each other, and there, in the darkness, they persevered for 2 full years. Octopuses have very short lifespans. These 2 years nearly consumed their entire lives. This collective behavior, suppressing their hunting instincts for the next generation, is the most tragic act of cooperation. But what will truly astound you is that octopuses can cross species boundaries, teaming up with outsiders to hunt. On a coral reef, scientists captured an incredible scene. A day octopus surprisingly partnered with a coral group, a type of emperor fish, forming a golden partnership. This is truly a special tactical squad. The fish acts as a scout. When it finds prey hiding in crevices and can't catch it, it doesn't swim away. Instead, it swam to the octopus, then suddenly turned upside down, furiously wagging its tail. This isn't just a movement. It's signaling. Hey, buddy, the prey's yours over there. Scientists call this behavior referential signaling, just like humans point at things. This is usually seen as a language ability only found in highly intelligent creatures. After getting the signal, the octopus acts as an assault force, squeezing into cracks to flush out the prey. Both share the spoils. This isn't just cooperation, it's a deal based on mutual benefit. An in-species contract. This communication even extends to humans. Dr. Alex Schnell, a researcher, once tried pointing at prey. The octopus actually understood the gesture and caught the food. Dr. Schnell remarked, octopuses and we diverged evolutionarily over 550 million years ago. Yet now we're having a conversation. This line isn't just romantic. It proves that human intelligence isn't the only kind. In the distant deep sea, another mind is watching us. Friends, when we talk about alien intelligence, we always look to the stars. But octopuses remind us, maybe the real aliens have been hiding among us all along. They have no bones, no teeth, no long lives, and no passing down of civilization. In this hostile ocean, their only weapon is their mind. Their skin is a window to their thoughts. Their tentacles are radars to explore the world. Studying octopuses is actually studying the possibility of intelligence itself. It tells us there's more than one path to intelligence in this universe. If one day we really meet aliens, maybe they won't look like us, but more like these chalupas from the deep sea. Finally, I want to ask everyone a question. If octopuses could live as long as humans, do you think they would develop a civilization? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. See you next time.